going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic. And more, y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. We back grinding. Real trill boxing talk. Talk about basically break down Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Ain't really, did one of these in a while if I did it in the past. But, it's starting to heat up again. Some pictures that allegedly supposed to be a Keith Thurman, back, looking in shape. I don't know how true it is, but his name's starting to heat up. He's supposed to be coming back September 8th. Some people might be expecting him to pop up on the stage with the Zone when they announce it this week or next week, whenever Eddie Germ announces his Zone USA price and his 16 or 18 fighters he's supposed to sign for the Zone. And, but Keith Thurman, is supposed to come back September 8th, and the Zone is supposed to kick off September 22nd. So that's something to look at as well, too. But, just want to talk about how I think this fight will go. And once upon a time, I thought Keith Thurman would have got him. When he was 15-0 and stuff like that, I think Keith could have got him. But Errol Spence has definitely improved. And you know where it starts off for Errol Spence? It starts off with the jab, okay? And for Keith, it starts off with the jab. Now Sean Porter gave Keith a lot of problems with pressure. See, Keith Thurman isn't the fighter that's going to sit down and fight with you. You know what I'm saying? He want to box and move, and in my opinion, that plays into Errol Spence's hands. Keith Thurman, he going to have to sit down on his shots at some point in time with Errol, but we get into that in a minute. But with Keith Thurman, when he presses it, and if he presses forward, use his jab and kind of, go at Errol like he did with Danny Garcia and start throwing bombs to come out a little bit aggressive and kind of keep that aggressive nature for the first few rounds, I possibly think he could get Errol Spence, He could get Errol if he puts Errol on the back foot and presses him. But the thing about it is Keith Thurman's stamina ain't good enough to do that. And his confidence in his body work and his jaw ain't good enough to do that. He ain't got that mentality no more. To push a guy back and come out like Tommy did with Hagler. That's how you're going to have to come out. He's going to have to come out very, very aggressive, behind the jab, throwing bombs like he did with Danny Garcia. He's going to have to fight Errol like he fought Diego Chavez. He's going to have to be more and put more pressure on him. But the thing about it is why most people feel I can't speak for most people, but why I favor Errol, I'm going to tell you this. I favor Errol because Errol is a workhorse. Errol isn't a front runner. Keith Thurman is good for the first 6 rounds, and after that, he fades to the finish line. That is a fact. He fades to the finish line. Look at the Guerrero fight, on fire. Then he just faded. Bundu just boxed and just cruised. Didn't really go for the knockout. That is an issue. Because if you get tired versus Errol and Errol can get past those first 6 rounds, or even do some good work in those first 6 rounds, it's a wrap. Because the body work, the jab, and Keith Thurman can get on his bike and start to box and move and try to just walk through the finish line instead of running through it. He don't even jog through. He just like to box and just, once he get up on the first half of the fight, he just box, win a couple rounds, and then he win the fight. Where Errol going to put the jab on him, he going to put the pressure on him, and he going to close the distance better than Sean did. And I thought Sean did a good job of closing the distance, but the difference between Sean and Errol is way more calculated, and he makes adjustments in the fight, and he doesn't smother his work, and he finds that perfect angle and that perfect timing. Then he works the body. And the Keith Thurman hands start coming down, it's a wrap. And then I like Errol Spence's jab better than Sean Porter. Errol Spence is going to do similar to what Sean Porter couldn't do. And that's use that jab and close the distance and get that perfect angle. He's not going to let Keith Thurman run around the ring. Trust me. He going to put that pressure on Keith. He going to cut the ring off. That's the difference between Danny, Sean Porter, Collazo, and them. Errol Spence, his footwork, cutting the ring off. And when he cut the ring down off and close distance on Keith Thurman, which he will do, and Keith going to sit there and fight with him, and Errol got the shorter, quicker shots. But like I said, for Keith Thurman, it's going to have to be him working behind that jab, man. Being aggressive, coming out, throwing bombs, and putting Errol on the back foot. If Keith Thurman is not going to fight at least 70% of this fight on the front foot and push Errol back and see if Errol can outbox him and see how Errol can fight on the back foot and see if he can, change his style and beat him, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap because once Errol get going on his front foot and that jab and how sharp that jab is, and he start working that body, Keith gonna be shitting ice cream. He gonna be shitting vanilla ice cream. You know, he's gonna be bleeding. He's gonna be bleeding out the mouth. He's gonna be bleeding out his urine, out his stool. Because I'm telling you, what Errol Spence is gonna do, what Errol Spence wants to do, plays on what Keith Thurman like to do. Keith Thurman like to move. That's how he beat Sean. That's how he beat Danny, his movement. Sean didn't cut the ring off good enough, but Sean did close distance. I guarantee you, with that jab and the better footwork and cutting the ring off with Errol Spence, he gonna finish what Sean didn't finish. Trust me. He got more power than Sean. He got better footwork and cutting the ring off than Sean, and he got more power. And he a more dedicated body puncher. He not gonna just start exchanging with Keith jaw, you know, for face shots. He gonna go to that body on Keith, and he got good stamina. Keith Thurman is not gonna be able to mail it in, win the first 6 rounds, and mail it in and dance around the ring, because Errol Spence stamina, jab, and his footwork is gonna close the distance out. Now, like I told you, how Keith can win to close this argument. How Keith can win is by fighting aggressive and putting Errol Spence on his back foot. Being aggressive, coming like he did versus Danny, throwing bombs, and keeping Errol on his back foot and trying to hurt Errol. And seeing Errol can fight on his back foot. And then switch it up, you know, and go box and mix it up. Box, use his jab, you know, put his hooks in there. But the thing about Keith Thurman is Keith Thurman loves throwing hooks. You know, you see Kell Brook beat Sean Porter with a 1-2 and a hook there and there. But when Keith starts throwing those hooks, that plays into Errol Spence's high guard. He gonna pick him off and he gonna go inside with straighter shots. That straight left hand, those crisp inside short body punches, you know, and Errol's gonna walk him down. And Errol is not gonna let him run around the ring and dance around the ring like that. Similar, Guerrero caught up to Keith Thurman. Remember, Guerrero caught up to Keith Thurman at the end of that fight, and he started pressing Keith Thurman and keeping him on the ropes because Keith got tired. And Guerrero closed the distance off and strapped his nuts on, put his chin down, and to Keith Thurman chest and start working Keith Thurman. Trust me, Keith Thurman cannot get tired versus Errol Spence. And Keith Thurman always gets tired in fights or start boxing and moving. He can't fight a full 3 minutes after the 6th round. Errol Spence can. And Spence is gonna walk him down and impose his will on him. And that's how I see the fight. That's how I see the fight. I can see Keith Thurman winning, but we all saying if Keith, this is based on if Keith Thurman can get back to the level of fighter that he once was, which we never said he dropped off. It's just a layoff. If you get a couple, 2 or 3 fights in there, look good versus some good competition, and he come at his best, I still think his best is not better than what Errol Spence. It's a style thing. He front runs. You know what I'm saying? And he likes to dance around the ring, and that's what Errol wants. Errol wants the chance to be able to walk you down. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be able to walk you down. It's like I use this analogy. You know, it's like a rock coming downhill. Once you get the momentum coming downhill, it's hard to stop. But if you don't let the rock come downhill and you push it before it get that momentum, you got a chance. And Keith Thurman got to push it back before it get momentum going forward. You got to come to the puncher and not run away from the puncher. I remember Andre Ward always said that, but it's the boxing clinic and more. Some people might agree, some people might disagree. We kicking the day off with a video talk about Errol and Keith Thurman, and who knows what the day hold with the news and what we're gonna get into in the NBA basketball. I know the summer league about to start. Shout out to the homie Ticket TV putting that NBA work as well. I'm gonna catch up, homie, with some more NBA. But we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check the links in the description. You know, and you know, continue to keep sharing the videos, y'all. We marching forward. We're doing good things, and we got a good day of boxing and other sports and other videos coming up, man. We did good work yesterday. We're gonna continue to do good work. You know, when they sleeping, we working. TBC, one time for the one time.